Students, look at the picture carefully. Students, what are all the things you noticed in the picture? Let us list out them. Old men, young children, big trees, black goat, pink dress, middle-aged men, small houses. Students, see the words which are in red color. What are that words? Men, children, trees, goat, dress, men, houses. These words are naming words. What do we call the word that talks about a name of a person, thing, or place? We call that word noun. So, students, here men, children, trees, goat, dress, men, houses. These are all nouns. Students, now concentrate on the words that are placed before nouns. What are that words? Old, big, young, black, pink, middle-aged, small. What is the function of these words? The function of these words is describing or modifying the noun. What do we call a word that describes or modifies a noun? We call that word an adjective. So, an adjective describes or modifies a noun. Here, old is describing the noun men. Young is describing or modifying the noun children. Big is describing or modifying the noun trees. Black is describing or modifying the noun goat. Pink is describing the noun dress. Middle aged is describing the noun men. Small is describing the noun houses. Students, see middle aged men. Here, what is the adjective? The adjective is middle aged. This middle aged is describing the noun men. But see the middle aged. Here, two words are there in this adjective. What are the two words? Middle and aged. These two words are joined by a hyphen. Students, here these two words acted as a single idea. So, this is an adjective. This type of adjective is called compound adjective. Students, what do we call this type of adjective? Compound adjective. Students, let us learn about compound adjectives in this class. Students, we will see what is compound adjective. A compound adjective is an adjective that contains two or more words. These two or more words are joined by a hyphen. Compound adjective is placed before a noun. Students, most of the time we place compound adjective before a noun. But sometimes sometimes it can be placed after the noun also. Compound adjective acts as a single idea. Students, we have to remember these 4 points about compound adjective. Let us see the example. Look at this picture, students. Let us frame a sentence using this picture. Some middle-aged men sat under the tree. So what is the compound adjective in this sentence? Middle-aged is the compound adjective because it has 2 words, middle and aged. These 2 words are joined by a hyphen. These 2 words acted as a single idea in the sentence. So we can call this compound adjective, and it is placed before the noun men. So it is modifying the noun men. So it is a compound adjective. So middle aged is a compound adjective in the sentence. Students, let us see one more example of compound adjective. Look at the picture. What is there in the picture? A bureau. Let us frame a sentence using this picture. Henry and Mrs. Slater stagger in with a pretty old-fashioned bureau. Students, what is the compound adjective in the sentence? Old-fashioned is the compound adjective. Why is it compound adjective? Because it has 2 words. What are the 2 words? Old and fashioned. These 2 words, old and fashioned, are joined by a hyphen. These 2 words acted as a single idea in the sentence. So we can call this a compound adjective. Students, one more adjective is there in the sentence. What is that? Pretty. Pretty is also an adjective. Old fashioned is a compound adjective. Both are these describing the noun bureau. Pretty and old fashioned both are describing the noun bureau. Students, have you understood what is compound adjective? Compound adjective is an adjective that contains 2 or more words and joined by a hyphen. The 2 or more words act as a single idea. Students, let us see one more example of compound adjective. Students, look at the picture. Let us frame a sentence using the picture. I saw a bald, fat, old-aged man. I saw a bald, fat, old-aged man. So in this sentence, the word bald, fat, old-aged, these 3 are adjectives. Bald is a word that is describing the noun man. So it is an adjective. Fat is also describing the noun man. So it is also an adjective. Old aged. This is also describing the noun man. But here 2 words are there. Old and aged. These 2 words are joined by a hyphen. and these two words are acting as a single idea. So we call this a compound adjective. So this compound adjective is also describing the noun man. So how many adjectives are there in the sentence? Three. What are that? Bald, fat, old aged. But old aged is a compound adjective. Students, see carefully. I used a hyphen between the two words in the compound adjective. I did not use a hyphen between other adjectives. So we have to remember this point. So we don't put a hyphen between two adjectives. So I did not put a hyphen between bald and fat or between fat and compound adjective. I used only between the two words in a compound adjective. So we have to use hyphen between two words in the compound adjective, but we should not use hyphen between two adjectives. So we have to remember this rule. It's very important rule. Students, let us see how compound adjectives are formed. Which parts of speech can be a part of compound adjective? Let us see most common type of compound adjectives. Compound adjectives are formed with a number and a noun. Compound adjectives are formed with a number and a noun. Some examples: 5 star, 2 minute, 3 hour, 4 day. These are all compound adjectives are formed with a number and noun. So in 5 star, 5 is a number, star is a noun. 2 minute, 2 is a number, minute is a noun. 3 hour, 3 is a number, hour is a noun. 4 day, 4 is a number, day is a noun. Students, let us frame some sentences using these compound adjectives. Students, look at the picture. What is there in the picture? Hotel. Now we will frame a sentence using compound adjective and the picture. We celebrated the party in a 5 star hotel in Hyderabad. We celebrated the party in a 5 star hotel in Hyderabad. So in this sentence, 5 star is a compound adjective formed with a number 5 and noun star. Let us see another sentence. They went to 4 day trip to New Delhi. They went to 4 day trip to New Delhi. So in this sentence, 4 day is a compound adjective formed with number and noun. 4 is the number, day is the noun. Students, we have to learn one rule here. What is that rule? When we have a number before a noun in compound adjective, that noun is always in singular form. When we have a number before a noun, so a day is a noun, 4 is a number. So 4 is before the noun. So in that condition, the noun is always in singular. So we should use the noun in singular form. So in 5 star, the noun should be in singular, star. We should not use 5 stars. 2 minutes, wrong. 3 hours, wrong. 4 days, wrong. So if we use 4 days trip, that means we are using plural noun after the number, after the number 4. So as per rule, this is wrong. So we should not use a plural noun after the number in a compound adjective. So we have to remember this rule. Students, let us see the next one. Compound adjectives are formed with an adjective and a noun. See the examples. Short term, long distance, high quality, etc. Here, in short term, short is an adjective, term is a noun, long is an adjective, distance is a noun, high is an adjective, quality is a noun. Let us frame some sentences using these compound adjectives. See the picture. Some coaching is going on. She is taking short term coaching for IAS. She is taking short term coaching for IAS. So here, short term is a compound adjective, is formed with an adjective and a noun. It is describing the noun coaching. Let us see another sentence. We give high quality material. We give high quality material. So high quality is a compound adjective formed with an adjective and a noun. So high is an adjective, quality is a noun. So high quality is a compound adjective, is modifying the noun material. Let us see one more example. He received a long distance phone call from his friend in USA. He received a long distance phone call from his friend in USA. So here, long distance is a compound adjective. Long is an adjective, distance is a noun. So the compound adjective is formed with an adjective and a noun. It is describing the noun phone call or phone. Students, let us see the third type. Compound adjectives are formed with a noun and an adjective. Compound adjectives are formed with a noun and an adjective. Examples: peacock blue, world famous, ice cold. So here, peacock is a noun, blue is an adjective, world is a noun, famous is an adjective, ice is a noun, cold is an adjective. Let us frame some sentences using these adjectives. This peacock blue saree is very expensive. This peacock blue saree is very expensive. So in this sentence, peacock blue is an adjective formed with a noun and an adjective. Peacock blue is modifying the noun saree. Another example. Students, can you recognize the person in the picture? Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was one of the world famous singers. Michael Jackson was one of the world famous singers. So world famous is a compound adjective in the sentence. It is modifying the noun singers. World is a noun, famous is an adjective. Another example. See the picture. She's thinking something. An ice cold thought came into her mind. An ice cold thought came into her mind. So ice cold is an adjective. It is modifying the noun thought. Ice a noun, cold is an adjective. So here the compound adjectives are formed with a noun and an adjective. Let us see another type. Students, let us see the next type of compound adjective. Compound adjective is formed with an adjective and present participle. So all the ing forms are present participles. Reading, writing, listening. All the ing forms are all present participles. Let us see the examples. Good looking, long lasting, quick thinking. These are all compound adjectives formed with an adjective and a present participle. Let us frame some sentences using these compound adjectives. He was a good looking young chap. Students, in this sentence, good looking is a compound adjective. So, in this compound adjective, good is an adjective, looking is a present participle. This compound adjective is modifying the noun chap. Next example. The impact of corona can be long lasting. The impact of corona can be long lasting. So here long lasting is a compound adjective. This compound adjective is modifying the noun impact. Next one. She is known for quick thinking. Here quick thinking is a compound adjective. This compound adjective is formed with an adjective quick and a present participle thinking. This compound adjective is modifying the pronoun she. Students, let us see the next one. Compound adjective is formed with a noun and present participle. Examples: English speaking, record breaking, mouth watering. So in English speaking, English is a noun, speaking is a present participle. Record breaking, record is a noun, breaking is a present participle. Mouth watering. In this compound adjective, mouth is a noun, watering is a present participle. So let us frame some sentences using these compound adjectives. He came from English speaking country. He came from English speaking country. So English speaking is a compound adjective. It is modifying the noun country. This compound adjective is formed with a noun English and speaking a present participle. Next sentence. That was a record breaking partnership between Lakshman and Dravid in Kolkata test match. That was a record breaking partnership between Lakshman and Dravid in Kolkata Test match. Record breaking is a compound adjective, is former with a noun record and present participle breaking. It is modifying the noun partnership. Compound adjectives are former with a noun and past participle form of words. Let us see the examples. Middle aged, sun dried. These are all compound adjectives formed with a noun and past participle form of words. So in middle aged, middle is a noun, aged is a past participle. Sun dried, sun is a noun, dried is a past participle. Round faced, so in round faced, round is a noun, faced is a past participle. Let us frame some sentences using these compound adjectives. I saw a middle-aged woman on bike. I saw a middle-aged woman on bike. So here middle-aged is a compound adjective formed with a noun middle and participle past participle aged. So this compound adjective is modifying the noun woman. Next one. I added some sun-dried tomatoes to the platter. Sun-dried is a compound adjective. It is modifying the noun tomatoes. Students, let us see the next one. Compound adjectives are formed with an adjective and past participle. Examples: old-fashioned, red-faced, cold-blooded, clear-sighted. These are all compound adjectives formed with an adjective and past participle. Old-fashioned. In this, old is an adjective, fashioned is a past participle word. Let us frame some sentences using these compound adjectives. You have come here to be educated, said the red-faced gentleman. In this sentence, red-faced is a compound adjective. It is modifying the noun gentleman. Next one. She is still dressed in the old-fashioned style. She is still dressed in the old-fashioned style. So old-fashioned is a compound adjective. In this, old is an adjective, fashioned past participle. This compound adjective is modifying the noun style. Let us see the next one. Compound adjectives are formed with an adverb and past participle. Examples: well known, highly respected, well mannered. These are all compound adjectives are formed with an adverb and a past participle. Well known, well is an adverb, known past participle. Highly respected, highly is an adverb, respected past participle. Let us frame some sentences using these compound adjectives. Dhoni is a well-known cricketer. Here, well-known is a compound adjective. It is modifying the noun cricketer. In well-known, well is an adverb and known past participle. Next one. She is a highly respected employee in this office. So in this sentence, highly respected is a compound adjective that is formed with highly an adverb and respected a past participle. So this compound adjective is modifying the noun employee. Next one. Anju is a well-mannered girl, so she is favorite of all. So in this sentence, well-mannered is a compound adjective. This compound adjective is modifying the noun girl. Students, up to now we have seen how compound adjectives are formed. Now we will see one more important point of compound adjectives. Compound adjectives are commonly used to replace a relative clause. So we can replace a relative clause using a compound adjective. To understand this point, we will see examples. Sachin Tendulkar is a cricketer who is famous all over the world. Sachin Tendulkar is a cricketer who is famous all over the world. Students, in this sentence, who is famous all over the world? Who is famous all over the world? This part is giving extra information about Sachin Tendulkar. So this part of the sentence is giving extra information about Sachin Tendulkar. We can replace this part using a proper compound adjective without changing the meaning. The meaning should not be changed here. Let us see that. Sachin Tendulkar is a world famous cricketer. Sachin Tendulkar is a world famous cricketer. So here world famous is a compound adjective. I used this instead of who is famous all over the world. So a relative class can be replaced with a compound adjective. Let us see one more example to understand this concept clearly. He is giving a talk which is 2 hours long. So in this sentence, which is 2 hours long, this part of the sentence is giving extra information about the noun talk. So which is 2 hours long. This part of the sentence is giving extra information. So we can replace this part using a proper compound adjective. He is giving a 2 hour talk. He is giving a 2 hour talk. 2 hour talk. 2 hour talk. 2 hour is a compound adjective. 2 hour is a compound adjective. Here I used this adjective in place of which is 2 hours long. So students, have you understood? We can replace a relative clause using a compound adjective without changing the meaning of the sentence. Students, I think you might have understood the compound adjectives. Students, look at this picture carefully. Using this picture, frame some sentences using compound adjectives in that sentences. I think you can do this activity very perfectly. Will you do this? Yes, I think you will.